Hi my friends, and welcome back to our structured text tutorials. And in this lesson we will talk about special function, commonly used program structure and more complex programs. Especially in this lesson we will talk about the queue. And my friends, queue is used when, for example, there are many packages on the conveyor belt and they are waiting for treatment by the machine in a large plant, and these packages often require the information like the weight, receiver size, or the content. For example, the weight give information about the packages which must be saved in the queue so that information can follow the packages through the plant. And if also the packages has, for example, you can use the readable barcode, and it's not too necessary to implement the queue. And my friends, when implementing a queue, the objects must not change their place in the queue. It's first and the most common thing that you must save in your mind. And now let's write a program and implement the single queue. So let's open our program here, and okay, let's delete this one and var. Okay, let's start with Q1, for example, and it's have the array data type. And here between the square we have the q min, and we must declare q max. And also, if you remember about arrays, we must also indicate the data type of our array of int. And next one, we need the counter for our loop, which we use to count the element of our array, and we use int. And also I want to declare the constant var constant, and here we have the q min, and it's equal to 0, and q max that equal to 5, and right here and var. And now let's write our logic here. It was the simple logic. So for n is equal to q min, because we start from the element number 0 to q max, and we use do. What we have here, the bool, why we need the bool q min. Sorry my friends, here I made some mistake while constant without underline. And now let's continue. Okay, let me check again what's the problem. Okay, sorry my friends. Q mean we must indicate the data type, it's in, and also for the Q max also int. Now let's press enter again, and here we write the Q1 n, and let's make it equal to 2, and here we write the end 4. Now let's compile our project. We don't have any errors, and switch to login and run here. Now let's rerun it here again. Yes, and you see firstly all element is 0. Okay, let's stop it and start again. Build, online, login and run. Okay my friends, I think let's use the breakpoint here to see how our logic is changed, and let's run. Now our first step, then pressed F5. Our second step, now n is 1, and then we continue our steps. And now n is 0. So my friends, let's let's change our n to our 2 to -1, and let's see what happened. Build, online, login, and sorry, let's make breakpoint here and online, run. So let's press F5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then -1 again and again. So my friends, in this lesson we implement a simple query, and we continue our lesson about the special function and special elements of the structured text language. And as I said in previous lesson, we will make a lot of examples, practical examples, after we completely finish the courses. And that's all for today my friends. I wish you good health and good life. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoy the video. See you in the next lesson.